this is one of the most fascinating world which Rajamouli sir had created. And backworking it, creating characters, using the same characters, giving uh, them working a backstory for that was an amazing experience. And I would say I got maximum freedom from Rajamouli sir. He had read my book Asura first and had called me. It was like a learning lesson. Because storytelling is something which you keep learning every day. So when he called me to write some stories, he had asked me to write some scenes, and he had put marks for each scenes. And he had asked me to, in 10 out of 10, he had marked from 2 marks to 10 marks he had put, depending on the scene strength. And he had asked me to write anything above 7. Can you create scenes like this? So I tried my best. I tried my best to create scenes, and I hope he liked it. That's what he told me. I hope the readers also will like. So the entire story world of this is an epic. The story world is an epic. It's a big story world of Manchurian. Many characters. Each one is fascinating. Whether it is hero, villain, characters, all having shades of grey. It was such a great experience writing it, and I am so excited and thrilled that for another 2 years, another 1.5 years, I'll be writing another 2 books are yet to come on this, and the trilogy will end where the film starts. That is why the name Before the Beginning. The first film was Bahubali the Beginning. The third book will end where the film starts. So we are creating entire almost 30 years of story of Mahishmati with so many characters. That's all.
Thank you. I will now request Mr. Rajamouli to say a few words about your vision.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, thanks to the festival organizers for having us here. It's a fantastic atmosphere here. I was expecting a small, very class crowd for a literature festival. This is the first time I'm being at a literature festival, and I was amazed to see the book loving, book reading people of Jaipur attend here in such huge numbers. And I'm really amazed. And I'm really thankful for the organizers for having us here. The film Bahubali stands, the weight of the whole film stands on the central character of Sivagami. When my father, the story writer of the film Bahubali, Mr. Vijayendra Prasad, the first scene of Bahubali is the scene that you have seen in the beginning of the film, where Sivagami, as she is drowning, lifts the baby above her head and saves him, sacrificing her life. That scene has been written so long back, and that has been etched in my mind so strongly. And for me, Sivagami is not a fictional character. For me, it is like a live, breathing character, and I'm so fond of her, and so I have so much of respect towards her. And when we started developing the story of the film, we wanted the actors to literally live out the characters, not just act them. For enabling them to do that, we have written backstories of those characters. So in the beginning of the film, the Sivagami is a powerful godmother. In the backstories, we have an entire questionnaire, a big questionnaire about what is Sivagami, where is she born, what is her caste, what is her eating habits, what does she like, what kind of people does she like, does she believe in God or not. No, all thousands of questionnaire we have written about her, so that the actor reads about the character, even though it is not concerned about the film, they live out the characters. About each and every character we have written like that, and the main character being Sivagami. When the questionnaire is being answered, a fantastic backstory has evolved, which was very compelling as much as the film itself. And we knew with such a beautiful story, it has to be told. It has to be told to the audience, but we didn't know how, because the film story itself is taking us 5 years to make, and the backstory is much more bigger, much more complex, much more interesting. And how to put it in a proper form, how to tell this story to the audience, I didn't know at the time. Later, I was reading this book called Asura by Anand Neelakantan, and I was so moved by the characters, by the depth of characters, by the emotional content of the book, So I thought I should meet this guy, not for anything else. I just need to meet him. I met him. We started discussing about so many things, and we shared so many common interests in the story in the way of storytelling. And then I put my problem before him. We had this beautiful characters that have been etched. They are very complex, and this is the kind of storyline that we are thinking of. And can you make it into a novel? Will you be able to do it? And I was very lucky because he accepted the challenge. And what we gave him with all our questions, with our all backstories, what we gave him is just the basement. And he gave wings to the rise of Sivadani. And it's a literal rise. We had just read one book. He was sending me in chapters, 10 chapters at a time, 5 chapters at a time. I just couldn't contain myself. I wanted it more. I was asking him to, I was texting him, I was mailing him, I was calling him, send me more, send me quick, send me fast. I'm just not able to contain myself. And finally, at the end of the book one, when I completed, it is the same kind of feeling that everyone had when they watched the first part of Bahubali. A cliffhanger ending, which was as strong as the film. And now I just can't wait for the second part. Just like people are not able to wait for the second part of the film, I myself am not able to wait for the second book to come out. And the book, we just released the cover of the book. This is designed by Vishwanath Anand, who has done the concept arts and so much of work on Bahubali the film. He designed it. It is at the beginning of her career. Sivagami is a small 17, 16-year-old girl, and the whole city of Maheshmati overpowering her. And how from this position, how she rises to be the powerful queen mother of Maheshmati will be the trilogy. I was so emotionally moved, so attached to the book, and so compelled by it. I'm expecting all the readers to be to have the same kind of attachment and attraction to the towards the book. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I'll now move to Mr. Rana Daggubati. If you can say a few words, please.
Well, good afternoon. I'm just like a kid in a candy store here. I've grown up all my life on franchise books, on franchise films, on franchise comics. Here I've been very, very lucky to be part of a film called Bahubali, and there you go, there's a prequel to the book written by one of the finest writers, a film made by one of the finest directors, and I'm just sitting here in their gracious presence, and an awesome atmosphere here at the Lit Fest, and thank you guys for having us here. That's it. That's very much it.
Thank you. We'll now open the floor for questions. Yes.
Hi, sir. Everybody's asking who killed Bahubali. My question is, this is the second part. Are you trying to make a third part also?
When I meant the third part, when we started the film Bahubali, it was like the film itself, but as we started developing, as I was saying, there were so many stories, back stories, front stories, and it is a world of Bahubali that grew, and there was so many interesting stories to be told. So we just can't stop with part two. But the story that has been started, it ends with part two. But we want to continue. We want to continue the world of Bahubali. Hopefully, there will be part two.
We have the next question from here.
Hello, Rana sir. I have a question for you over here. How closely does literature resonate with an actor? And what is your association with literature? And also, I would like to know what are the books that you're reading currently?
What is literature to an actor? See, when an actor picks either characters or he's given an opportunity to portray a certain character, the example comes from many places. It's observing life itself. And what's an extension of that? What's an even better understanding of that is literature, is books, is characters that are created, characters that are written from either real life or fictional. And most of my childhood, or whatever I learned, is from books and comics. That's the only knowledge that I have. And what are the books I'm reading currently? Currently, I am reading all kinds of war-based films. I am trying to read as much as every historic war event that happened in military forms in the last couple of years. So Mozart is the first one that I have right now going on.
Next question, please.
आइए मैं आपने यूसुफ देने का गलती से बाहुबली जैसी मूवी 100 साल में कोई एक बार बनती है
आप दूसरी बनाने जा रहे हैं उसके लिए बधाई है कि नोटबंदी एक ऐसे समय में आया जब आपकी मूवी बन रही थी, शूटिंग हो रही थी, लेकिन उतना प्रभाव बॉलीवुड में दिख नहीं रहा, बॉलीवुड में साउथ में नहीं दिख रहा नोटबंदी का। फिल्में उसी भव्यता से बन रही है, ऐसा उसी तरीके से आ रहा है। तो क्या कहीं कोई प्रभाव पड़ा नोटबंदी का बाहुबली की जो भव्यता है उस पर? दूसरा, परसों 2 फिल्में रिलीज होने जा रही है बहुत बड़ी, रईस शाहरुख खान की और ऋतिक की काबिल। अगर असर पड़ता तो कहीं ना कहीं ये कलेश नहीं होता, तो क्या बॉलीवुड में प्रभाव नहीं पड़ा? और अगर ये पैसा आ रहा है तो कहाँ से आ रहा है जो इतना फिल्मों में खर्च होता है?
After a long question, sorry, I don't understand Hindi. But I'm sorry, but what I understand is the note ban affecting the films? Not much. Like all the businesses across the country, when it was declared, we were also afraid because, like all other people, we didn't know what it was leading to. But within this 50 days or 60 days, everything settled into a rhythm. And initially, there was the collections of the films were affected, but we don't know whether that was because of the note ban or the films were not compelling enough. We don't know. We can never know that. But I think now we are out of it. I think the society has been streamlined, and the film world is not much different from the society itself. Wherever the society goes, the film world goes. The society is a.
That's it, please. That's it. We have the next question from you.
And the second question, what you asked was the 2 films that were releasing, Raiz and Kabil. See, there will be a friendly competition. There will be a good competition between all the films. If, for example, if you take the last festive season in Telugu, we had 2 mega films released. One is 150th film of the megastar Chiranjeevi, and one is the 100th film of another top star Balakrishna. Both of them released in a gap of 1 day, and both of them did fantastically well. And when both films do well, I don't think people are going to go and watch only one film. It depends on the merit of the film, and I'm expecting both Kabil and Rise to do very well.
Hello. Next question.
Ranaji, I have one question for you. Every actor has his own dream role, like Bajirao Peshwa, like Akbar, whatever it comes to. What can you say about it? Do you have any dream role, or you don't think it's a...
When I set out to be an actor, sir, I started writing what my dream roles are. Then it started going into pages. Then I realized I only have one lifetime. And I gave 4 years away to one character, so I'm not going to fill all those pages up. But every single character that I play, every single character that I receive to play rather is a blessing in every which way, because I get to live them very, very happily, and those are all my dream roles.
Thank you very much.
On Jallikattu, well, it's obviously it's the culture of Tamil Nadu that's been around for eons, and the protests that have been going on by the students, by the IT profession. I saw a very touching protest. I can't even call it a protest because there was a large part of the youth of Chennai who cleaned up the Marina Beach last night, and so to me it was like a protest in the right direction. And it's amazing how the Tamil population has got together in supporting their culture.
Next question.
Sir, Bahubali was made into Hindi and other languages, so the reach is far. So just like that, the book is in English. So what about Telugu? I mean, are you going to translate it into Telugu? And so,
The book will be
which other languages?
Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, Marathi, all languages.
So when are you going to start the Telugu one? I'm from Hyderabad.
So our CEO was there. It has already started. Should be coming along with the
Can I
film.
know the author's name? One more, just one more. Author's name? Who, I mean, was translating? Translator's name.
Translator's name will be announcing it.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Hila.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rajmouli. I've been noticing a sudden interest in these mythological novels these days. I mean, be it the Shiva trilogy or the Asura, and I read a Ramayana also, and I read a Mahabharata also, in which Bhim was beating up Duryodhan, so he was cruel, that's why, so there's different interpretations of the things that we read, or what we saw in Ram Leela, or
my childhood, I was very, very interested in mythologies and folklore and histories of our country. More than anywhere else in India, in my home states, in the Telugu-speaking states, we made more number of films on history and folklore and mythology compared to the rest of the India put together. So we are much more what do you say? We are much more influenced by our rich stories. The present wave. I was into making these historicals and mythologicals from 2009 itself. So the rise of this mythological interest in mythological movies or stories and everything makes me very happy. But that's not the reason that I was compelled to make Bahubali. No, that was always there. That was always there in me. I always wanted to tell those stories.
Bahubali is those old movies were more a caricature of the real thing than the...
No, not at all a caricature. If you see the now, someone was saying that why Anand was so interested in telling the alternative viewpoints of the epics in point of view of Ravana or Duryodhana. 40-50 years back, late N.T. Ramarao told the stories. He told stories in Ravana's point of view. He made super duper hits in Duryodhana's point of view. No, they were not caricatures. He made them much more richer than they originally were.
By the way, I'm a great fan of Malayalam movies, but I'll go to Telugu movies now.
Thank you.
We have a last
Sir, I would like to ask in Hindi and the beautiful lady will translate. Sir, रमेश सिप्पी साहब शोले के कारण अमर हो गए. मधुशाला ने हरिवंश राय बच्चन साहब को अमर कर दिया. क्या यही बाहुबली है जिसको लेकर आपके जहन में और राणा साहब प्रभास के जहन में, चूंकि हम शायद बाकी साउथ के अलावा बाकी जो इंडिया है वो बाहुबली के पहले बहुत ज्यादा आपको सर्च या राणा साहब को सर्च उतना नहीं करता था. अब हम प्रेम करते हैं आपसे आपके इस फिल्म के बाद. तो क्या आपको लगता है कि यही वो फिल्म है जिसके जरिए आप अपना नाम अमर जैसा कुछ रखना चाहेंगे?
We will hope for that, but we know that Sholay has become an epic after 5-6 years after the release. When people still talk about it after 10 years, after 15 years, after 20 years, then we realize that's an epic, not at the time of the release. So we are hoping that after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, people will be still talking about Bahubali, and that will give us the fame that Sholay gave it to Ramesh Sippy or Sippy Saab or Amitabh Bachchan sir, the kind of fame that Sholay has given to the makers and actors. I'm hoping that he do the same for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you. We can have a quick photo up.